Tidbits from TNT, Saturday the 9th of November 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Tishwash. Finance. Next week, applications for purchasing government bonds will end. The Public Debt Department of the Ministry of Finance announced that the application period for purchasing government achievement bonds, third issue, is approaching the end of the official working day on Wednesday, November 13, 2024. The department called on citizens, businessmen and companies to seize this investment opportunity with rewarding returns. Tishwash. Halal shares without interest start at $100. The first company to enter Mosul video and receive profits via Zain Cash and Fib. Cultural Group, Mosul. Planet of Profit. Company manager Harem Ribwar says that it is the first officially registered company to enter Mosul and provide training services for those wishing to trade stocks on global stock exchanges, in addition to providing brokerage services. Ribwar talks about two types of subscriptions, the first starting at $100 for beginners and the second at $50,000 for professionals, with completely Islamic and interest-free services. The company opened its branch in Mosul in the Cultural Group area on the left side, and works on mediation between the investor and the stock exchange. Today, it has 5 other branches in Kirkuk, Diyala, Erbil, Dohuk, and Sulaymaniyah before opening the 6th branch in Nineveh, while it plans to reach Baghdad and Basra. Harem Ribwar, director of Kakab Al-Rab Company in Iraq. Our company is a broker in the financial markets and is licensed by the Central Bank of Iraq and the Ministry of Trade, where it works as a shareholder with the global company Axe Financials Limited, registered in Wales. Our main business is to mediate between clients or investors and global markets. We are the first company to bring electronic trading technology to Iraq, and one of our goals in the country is to change investment to a new and correct path. We are the first official company to enter Nineveh, and we want to contribute to rebuilding al-Rabin and contribute to employing workers. We have an academy for teaching trading, and we will hold workshops and training in this field for those who wish, and we will bring the best trainers in the field of trading in the financial markets. We have a standard deposit of at least $100 and a premium deposit of at least $50,000. All our accounts are Islamic, meaning they are free of interest, and we take the commission from the bank, not the investor. We established the company last April and opened the first branch in Kirkuk, the second branch in Erbil, then Diyala and Dohuk, and soon in Najaf, Basra, and Baghdad. The Nineveh branch staff consists of 10 people with scientific specializations, graduates of management and economics, and software engineers. We grant agencies to our employees or investors, through which they can bring customers and take their commission on each customer, which is 50% of the profits. We have deposits and withdrawals, which are done at our branches, and delivery and receipt are done through Zain Cash and the Iraqi digital bank Fib. Prime Minister. We adhered to the goal of completing the Greater FAO as the gateway to Greater Iraq. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani sponsored, today, Thursday, the ceremony of receiving the 5 berths of the Grand FAO port in Basra Governorate, and their entry into actual operation, after they were completed by the implementing Korean company. Al-Sudani stressed in a statement issued by his media office that the 5 docks represent the backbone of the FAO port, while pointing out that the development road will be an artery linking most of the countries in the region. He explained that this project has actually entered into the knots and paths of global trade and transport routes, which pass through the Middle East region, which has great strategic importance for global trade. It is considered the most prominent water basin in the world, where energy, trade, communication and exchange activities are concentrated in all their forms. It will also contribute to transforming Iraq from a country in need of other people's ports, into a maritime country with a complete view of the Gulf. He added that development and economic transformation are an integrated approach that meets the country's needs, and the vital economic levers it lacks for Iraq to connect with international trade, noting that Iraq was and still is a fundamental pillar in the global economy and a historical part and passage of the most important international exchange routes, noting that the development path will link, starting from the Grand FAO port, the economies of most countries in the region and will be an outlet for achieving economic integration. He added that the Council of Ministers supported the Ministry of Transport's procedures to rehabilitate railways on the development road tracks, or those that serve the road within a plan connected in its links, indicating that new railway projects were included in the investment plan and financial allocations were allocated for them. He said, "We adhered to the goal of completing the project, as it is a gateway to Iraq's largest project, the path to development, and the main nerve in the government's vision to maximize non-oil revenues, along with the industrial cities that will be established alongside the two projects." Al-Sudani added, "The General Company for Iraqi Ports has made significant progress in drawing up the correct policy for managing the Grand Fao port. In addition to introducing major operators in the world, and the most appropriate and attractive economic model for trade exchange will be chosen." Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.